Around the world, a number of groups looking to draw tourists have constructed upside-down houses, complete with inverted furnishings and decor. If you go online, there are photos of at least 4 recent examples of this topsy-turvy architecture in China, Russia, Germany and Austria. The upside-down house in China, for example, is charging visitors $5 to go in and have a look. One tourist said that it was a weird experience, that he felt dizzy walking around its upside-down rooms. In her song, Topsy-Turvy World, Natalie Merchant sings, "If the pony rode his master, and if Buttercup ate the cows, if the cat had the dire disaster to be worried by the mouse, then the world would be upside down. Yes, what a topsy-turvy world this would be." Held every year since 1957, Christian Aid Week is Britain's longest-running fundraising week. Other areas of the charity's work include helping communities affected by natural disaster, political upheaval and HIV. Christian Aid Week, usually held in the month of May, is a fundraising drive that sees millions of red collection envelopes posted through letterboxes across the UK, aiming to raise money for the charity's work in developing countries with a focus on tackling poverty. This year's theme is "Give People a Future Without Fear." This title assumes that there are people who are more than just dizzy due to their upside-down world. It must be wonderful to think that someone somewhere out there can help put your world right. Annoyingly, for a growing number of people across the world, the horror of war is part of daily life. The good news is that individuals, communities and churches throughout the UK can make a real difference. Last year, a magnificent 20,000 churches, Grantham's churches are included, helped raise £12 million for Christian Aid Week. Thanks to their efforts, many more people can look forward to a future free from poverty, and with the town's help, to aid some of the toughest places in the world. South Sudan is the world's youngest nation, and it would be nice to think that it had everything in place to allow new beginnings. Instead, South Sudan remains devastated by war, communities suffering greatly from a lack of access to basic health care, education for their children, and, at times, food to eat. Christians in South Sudan are saying that they envision a country where justice, liberty and prosperity for all shall truly reign, a country where people will live long and children will not die young and senselessly. This next quote I think is really good. The lesson from history is that the longer we wait to resolve issues, the more complicated they will become, and the suffering of people will continue. Please join me in praying for all of those affected by violence in places like South Sudan and Nigeria just now. God of all the world, give us wisdom in troubled times as we realize how fragile our systems of security are. Remind us how much more fragile they are for those who have nothing. As we talk of financial crisis, remind us of the true financial crisis for those who go to bed hungry. As we face challenges over our own resources, remind us that you teach us to share what we have. Inspire us to live in a Christ-like way and to bring your peace to a topsy-turvy world that finds itself in such turmoil.
Visit our website, gravityfm.net. Local radio for local people.
On Gravity FM.